Hello, I'm David E. from Larkin. I'm reviewing my game of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered with the Echoes of Oblivion modlets installed. I continue the adventures of Seth, the Wood Elf. He was outside the gates of Coral when I was here last. I just delivered the amulet of kings to GEFORCE and was about to enter into the city in an attempt to perform a quest for the local Mages Guild in an attempt to get myself into the Arcane University in the capital. So I'll continue with that without any further explanation. Oh, and before I start, I'm going to have a reading, of course. Or with the beggar prince. We look down upon the beggars of the empire. These lost souls are the poor and wretched of the land. Every city has its beggars. Most are so poor they have only the clothes on their back. They eat the scraps the rest of us throw out. We toss them a coin. They don't have to think too long about their plight. Imagine my surprise when I heard the tale of the beggar prince. I could not imagine what a prince of beggars would be. Here is the tale I heard. It takes place in the first age, when gods was like men in danger of stalking the wilderness with impunity. It is a time before they were all confined to oblivion. There was a man named Weedle, or maybe it was a woman. The story goes to great lengths before declaring Weedle's gender. Weedle was the 13th child of a king in Valenwood. As such, Weedle was no position to take the throne or even inherit much property or wealth. Weedle had left the palace to find independent and fortune and glory after many days of endless warfare in tiny villages. Weedle came upon 3 men surrounding a beggar. The beggar was swallowed in rags from head to foot. No portion of the vagabond's body was visible. The men were intent on slaying the beggar. With a cry of rage and indignation, Weedle charged the men with sword drawn. Being simple townsfolk, armed only with pitchforks inside, they immediately fled from the armored figure with a shining sword. And many thanks for saving me, breathed the beggar beneath the heap of foul rags. Weedle could barely stand the stench. What is your name, wretch? Weedle asked. I am Namira. And like the townsfolk, Weedle was well learned. That name meant nothing to them, but to Weedle it was an opportunity. You are the Daedric Lord, Weedle explained. Why did you let those men harass you? You could have slain them all with a whisper. I am pleased you recognize me, Namira wrote. I am frequently reviled by townsfolk. It pleases me to be recognized for my attribute, if not for my name. Weedle knew that Namira was the Daedric Lord of all things gross and repulsive. Diseases such as leprosy and gangrene were her domain. Where others might have seen danger, Weedle saw opportunity. O great Namira, let me apprentice myself to you. I ask only that you grant me powers to make my fortune and forge a name for myself, that will live through the ages. Nay, I make my way alone in the world. I have no need for an apprentice. Namira shambled off down the road. Weedle would not be put off. With a bound, Weedle was at Namira's heel, pressing the case for an apprenticeship. For 33 days and nights, Weedle kept up the debate. Namira said nothing, but Weedle's voice was ceaseless. Finally, on the 33rd day, Weedle was too hoarse to talk. Namira looked back at the suddenly silent figure. Weedle knelt in the mud at her feet, open hands, raised in supplication. It would seem you have completed your apprenticeship to me after all, Namira declared. I shall grant your request. Weedle was overjoyed. I grant you the power of disease. You may choose to be afflicted with any disease you choose, changing them at will, so long as it has visible symptoms. However, you must always bear at least one. I grant you the power of pity. You may evoke pity in anyone that sees you. Finally, I grant you the power of disregard. You may cause others to disregard your presence. Weedle took out. These were not boons from which a fortune could be made. They were curses, each awful in its own right, but together they were unthinkable. How am I to make my fortune and forge a name for myself with these terrible gifts? As you begged at my feet for 33 days and 33 nights, so shall you now beg for your fortune in the cities of men. Your name will become legendary among the beggars of Tamriel. The story of Weedle, the prince of beggars, can be handed down throughout the generation. It wasn't a mere prediction. Weedle was an irresistible beggar. None could see the wretch without desperately wanting to toss a coin at the huddled form. However, Weedle also discovered that the power of disregard, he had great access to the secrets of the realm. People unknowingly said important things where Weedle could hear them. Weedle grew to know the comings and goings of every citizen in the city. To this day, it is said that if you really want to know something, go ask the beggar. They have eyes and ears throughout the city to know all the secrets of the daily lives of its citizens. And now we're going to take Immortal Blood. Immortal Blood by Anonymous. The moons and stars were hidden from sight, making that particular quiet night especially dark. The town guard had to carry torches to make their rounds, but the man who came to call at my chapel carried no light with him. I came to learn that OBSBOT could see in the dark almost as well as the light. An excellent talent, including an interest were exclusively nocturnal. One of my acolytes brought him to me, and from the look of him I at first thought he was in need of healing. He was pale to the point of opalescence, with a face that looked like it had once been very handsome before some unspeakable suffering. The dark circles under his eyes bespoke exhaustion, but the eyes themselves were alert, intense, almost insane. He quickly dismissed my notion that he himself was ill, though he did want to discuss a specific disease. A vampirism, he said, and then paused at my quizzical look. I was told that you were someone I could seek out for help, understanding it. Who told you that? I asked with a smile. Christina Gray. I immediately remembered her, a brave, beautiful knight, who had needed my assistance separating fact from fiction on the subject of the vampire. It had been 2 years, and I had never heard whether my advice had proved effective. You've spoken to her. How is her ladyship? I asked. Dead, my brother replied coldly, and then responded to my shock. He added to perhaps soften the blow. She said your advice was invaluable, at least for the one vampire. When last I talked to her, he was tracking another. He killed her. The advice I gave her was not enough. I sighed. What do you think would be enough for you? I was teaching once myself years ago. He said not in the university, a trainer in the Fighters Guild. But I know that if a student doesn't ask the right question, the teacher cannot be responsible for his failure. I didn't ask you the right question, and that he did. For hours he asked questions and I answered what I could. But he never volunteered any information about himself. He never smiled. He only studied me with those intense eyes of his, committing every word I said to memory. Finally, I turned the questioning around. You said you were a trainer at the Fighters Guild. Are you on an assignment for them? No, he said curtly, and finally I could detect some weariness in those feverish eyes of his. I'd like to get into this tomorrow night if I could. I need to get some sleep and absorb the... You sleep during the day, I smiled. To my surprise, he returned the smile. With more of a grimace. When tracking your prey, you adapt their habits. The next day he did return with more questions. These ones were very specific. He wanted to know about the vampires of the Eastern Skyrim. I told him about the most powerful tribes, the Volcaha, paranoid and cruel, whose very breath could freeze their victims' blood in the veins. I explained to him how they lived beneath the ice of remote and haunted lakes, never venturing into the world of men except to feed. OBSBOT listened carefully and asked more questions than not until last ready to leave. I'll not see you for a few days, but I will return and tell you how helpful your information has been. True to his word, the man returned to my chapel shortly after midnight, and 4 days later, with a fresh scar on his cheek. He was smiling that grim and satisfied smile of his. Your advice helped me very much, he said, but you should know that the Volcaha have an additional ability you didn't mention. They can reach to the ice of their legs without breaking it, and quite a nasty surprise being grabbed from below without any warning. How remarkable, I said aloud, and terrifying. You're lucky to survive. I don't believe in luck. I believe in knowledge and training. Your information helped me. My skill in melee combat steals the bloodsucker's fate. I've never believed in weaponry of any kind. Too many unknowns. Even the best swordsman is the greatest flaw in blade. You know your body is capable. I know I can land 1,000 blows without losing my balance. Right, I'll get the first strike. The first strike, I remembered, so you must never be surprised. That is why I came to you, said my father. You know more than anyone alive about these monsters and all the curses around across the land. Now you must tell me about the vampires of northern Valenwood. I did as I asked, and once again his question taxed my knowledge. There were many tribes to cover. The bones moved were indistinguishable from boss marks that were seen by candlelight. The careless who could disintegrate into myth. The Yekef as well as Menhole. The dread Telbos who preyed on children, eventually taking their place in the family, waiting patiently for years before murdering them all in their unnatural hunger. Once again he bade me farewell, promising to return in a few weeks, and once again he returned as he said, just after midnight. This time OBSBOT had no fresh sky, but again had new information. You're wrong about the careless being unable to vaporize was pushed underwater, he said, patting my shoulder finally. Fortunately, they cannot travel far. They misformed and they will track it down. You must have surprised it fearfully. Your field knowledge is becoming impressive. I said, I should have had an acolyte like you. I should have had an acolyte like you decades ago. Now tell me, Seth, the vampires of Cyrodiil. I told them what I could. They were the one tribe in Cyrodiil, a powerful clan, and outed all other competitors, much like the Imperials themselves had done. Their true name was unknown, lost in history. But they are experts at concealment. If they kept themselves well fed, they are indistinguishable from living impressions. They are cultured. More civilized than the vampires of the provinces, trying to feed and consumed while they were asleep, unaware. It'll be difficult to deprive my wife's brown, but I will seek one out and tell you what I learned, and then you will tell me about the vampires of High Rock, and Hammerfell, and Elsphere, and Blackmarsh, and Morrowind, and the Sunset Isles. Yes. I nodded, knowing that this was a man on an eternal quest. He would be satisfied with but the bare hint of how things were. He needed to know it all. He did not return for a month, and on the night he did, I could see frustration and despair, though there were no lights burning in my shop. I failed, he said, as I lit a candle. You were right, I could not find a single one. I rubbed the light up my face and smiled in surprise, even stunned by the pallor of my flesh. The dark hunger in my ageless eyes, and the teeth. Oh yes, I think the teeth definitely surprised the man who could not afford to be surprised. I had fed in 72 hours, I explained, as I fell on him. He did not land the first blow, or the last. Alright. And now I'm going to start the game.
Greetings.
How do you do?
Someone saw.
If you are looking to buy a horse, go inside and talk to Bongond.
Rumors.
The Chestnut Handy Stables now offers to protect your horse. Seems handy enough. Farewell.
Good to know. Have you seen Bryons and their dogs?
I've seen them. Everyone likes a good dog, but they're an odd couple.
Goodbye. Greetings.
What?
The Chestnut Handy Stables now offer to protect your horse. One more coin and I can get a pair of shoes.
Have a coin, beggar.
Thank you, kind sir. All right. I can't. Goodness, you should be ashamed. You've pleased. Ugh, that never happened. You've pleased. Not far. That's pretty far-fetched. I won't get away, please. That never happened. You will. Oh, goodness. Yeah, right. Oh, that's please. I doubt. I can't argue with that. I won't not. No, so you say. That works for me.
Great Fox.
He's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down. Go ahead.
Rumors.
The Emperor and his 3 sons dead. Right under the noses of the Imperial Guard. It's a disgrace.
I see.
Blessings of
I heard there's
Mystara
a new
upon
shipment
ye.
of weapons at Fire and Steel. Have you been recently?
I was in there just a few days ago. Rashida's prices are very reasonable.
Reynald Germain has a
I'm
terrible
looking for
memory.
Mage's Guild here.
We've met many times. But when I saw
I had no idea.
no doubt.
We see.
I'm so hungry.
Reynald Germain.
Yes, it's quite odd. Reynald, who I've bumped into several times in Coral, acted like I was a complete stranger. Also, he seemed sober, which is a refreshing change. Usually Reynald is stumbling around Coral drunk as can be. Very odd, but then it's really none of my business. Blessings of Stendar upon ye. Hi there.
I've got a little to sell here.
Hello, I'm Rashida, the smith, and this is Fire and Steel. Quality armor and weapons, repairs too. What can I do for you? We'll see. You're full of it. Whatever you... Yeah. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Don't... I accept... That's... I'm not buying that one. Yeah, I'm not buying that one. You're a big, fat liar. No more. You're frightening me. No more. You're Yeah. Don't make me I doubt you really mean that. I accept. Yeah. That's a bit excessive, don't you? Was that supposed? Yes. Not bad. Blah, blah, blah. What? That's pretty. Don't, please. I'm sorry. I'm not. What? That's pretty. You're a big, fat liar. Good one. I accept. I have. That's a bit. You're pathetic. No more. You're frightening me. Sure, that's cute. Blah. Was that supposed to be a compliment? No more. That's pretty good. You're full. I'm not buying that one. Not bad. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yes, good one. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? Let's do business. You've got to be kidding. You need to make a better offer. That's a fair deal. Tell your friends about me. Goodbye. A pleasure to Nice town. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you? Let's see what we've got. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something. Take care.
Greetings.
Hail.
Read any good books lately?
The Emperor and his 3 sons.
I shouldn't have pushed so hard.
Such useless creatures.
200 gold?
Greetings, citizen. Is there something I can do for you? Are you perhaps interested in joining the Mages Guild?
Join the Mages Guild.
Well then, it's no small matter. Membership in the guild is quite an honor, but also a responsibility. Do you wish to join the guild?
Yes, I want to join the guild.
Very well. You are now an associate of the Mages Guild. The full guild hall is now available for your use. You'll need a recommendation from each local guild hall in order to advance further. Until then, the Arcane University will be closed to you. Welcome to the guild, and good luck to you.
Recommendation.
I'm afraid I can't just write one out of hand. That would be against protocols, you see. If perhaps you can clear up a small matter involving Irana, you can prove your loyalty to the guild and earn my recommendation.
Irana.
She and I have an unpleasant history. She does not care for guild regulations and errantly believes I am misusing my powers. I have seen that she is in town. Though she has not approached me, I know she wants something. I would like you to find out what it is. Determine what she's after and how we may be rid of her. I do not want her here spreading her lies.
Arcane University.
The Arcane University is the seat of the Mages Guild in Cyrodiil. Located in the Imperial City, it houses the leaders of our guild.
Coral.
It's good that you've joined one of our local organizations. It helps you make the right connections.
Mages Guild.
We're all better off now that necromancy has been banned from the guild. It's just safer that way.
Rumors.
The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned. Make haste. I wish to be rid of Irana as soon as possible.
Come back later. Don't know. Hi
What's
there.
new with
How
you?
do you
Heard
do?
any news lately?
How goes it?
I saw Valis O'Deal at the Grey Mare again today.
I've been better.
Hasn't been the
You
I'm
know,
thinking of
Seth,
heading over to
be seeing
Renoir's to
you.
buy some
It could be
books.
a dangerous
Quite
situation.
a selection.
Good day. I should visit Renoir's more often.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good to see you.
What's happening?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little lad.
You haven't seen my sons, have you? They went off
All
into
right
the forest
then,
to
I'm
fight.
Ah, yes, you are a guild mage, are you not? Yet different from the others. Yes, this is good. There's a small matter with which you may be able to assist. It's nothing worth involving your guild in, I assure you. Best if kept just between us, yes? So, what say you?
Yes, I'm interested.
Excellent. It's a simple task, really. All you need to do is fetch a book for me. The book is entitled Fingers of the Mountain. It is of no use to you. You won't be able to read it. I, however, can and would very much like to. You'll find it at an old ruin called Cloud Top. It's north of Coral, up in the mountains. I'm afraid I don't have an exact location. Return it to me immediately when you have it. Make no mention of it to Tychius or anyone else in your guild. I will make it well worth your effort.
What a shame.
No doubt.
Farewell.
So now I go to Cloud Top and retrieve this book, Fingers of the Mountain.
It's you. Hi.
Oh, it's you.
Have you heard?
The quest log says I have to tell Tychius immediately.
Heard any word about the other provinces?
They
I'm
say
supposed to go and do
slavery was
that.
abolished in Morrowind. House Drez and Halalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beast folk from servitude.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer.
Farewell. Greetings, my Dunmer sister.
The chestnut handy stables.
I'm
How
listening.
goes it?
That Honditar sure knows his way around this area.
I've been there.
Have you spoken with him
About
recently?
that. No, I haven't.
Such useless creatures. Clearly, he was wrong. Yet I do think...
What?
Fingers of the Mountain.
What? Not only does it exist, but she knows where it is? Well, this is unacceptable. That book needs to be in the safekeeping of the guild. I trust that as a member of the guild, you would do the right thing and acquire this text before Irana does. Are we clear? Ignore her request. Go to this place she has described and return with the book. This is far more important than any petty squabble. Make haste. I wish to be rid of Irana as soon as possible.
There's just no accounting for it. Sad, really.
Greetings.
Hello.
Have you had the odd
What's the
noises
latest?
How
coming
are
from
you?
Yugo
Anyone
benefits?
looking for work.
How do you do?
So I'm going up to this mountain.
Rashida has some nice new swords.
Rashida does a good job keeping fire and steel stocked with good weapons. Maybe not the best in Tamriel, but good.
So long.
Goodbye.
I'm to go up here. I know I always need a little more jumping practice.
Afternoon.
Jumping and running practice. I need both. Found the book titled Fingers of the Mountain. I need to deliver it to either Aorana at the Greymill Tavern in Coral, or to Tikius at the Coral Mages Guild. I'll take it to Tikius.
Strange.
Hey.
I'm waiting for that book.
I'll give it to her.
Well, if it isn't my little helper, have you retrieved that book for me yet?
Here's the book.
Oh, wonderful. I'll just take this from you and get to work translating it. I'll need some time with this. Come and find me tomorrow. I'll be at the Grey Mare until I've finished my work. But please don't disturb me until I'm done. This is quite a delicate business, you see.
See if I can do something at the Fighters Guild here.
You're not afraid of trouble, are you? You'd like the Fighters Guild.
Join the Fighters Guild.
If you're interested, see Velena Daunton in Coral, or Azan in Anvil, or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhall.
Coral.
Some words should be shared only by friends. We'll see. Don't try to... That's just... I can't... Gracious, what a hero! What you think my life is drab and wretched. You don't. That's my life is drab and I want not. My life is drab and wretched by comparison. Sorry, I don't get it. That's a I won't. Don't waste your flattery on me.
Coral.
Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend.
Fighters Guild.
If you're looking to join up, you should speak with Velena Daunton in Coral, Azan in Anvil, or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhall. Farewell.
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Excellent.
Take care.
Take care.
How goes it?
You look tough. Want to join the Fighters Guild?
Join the Fighters Guild.
If you're interested, see Velena Daunton in Coral, or Azan in Anvil, or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhall. Leave me alone.
Greetings. How may I help you? Are you perhaps interested in joining the Fighters Guild?
Join the Fighters Guild.
The Fighters Guild is always looking for new members. If you've got a clean record and don't have a bounty on your head, we may be able to use you. Are you interested in joining?
Yes, sign me up.
Excellent. You are now an associate in the Fighters Guild. You should report to either Azan in Anvil or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhall for contracts.
Fighters Guild.
See Azan in Anvil or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhall for contracts.
Rumors.
The Oak and Crozier is a nice place, but that talisman seems rather stuck up to me. Just do your job.
I'm going to go out.
Hi there.
Aorana is translating the Fingers of the Mountain, and while she is, she's going to be busy. and I'm gonna have to wait. So while I am waiting, I'm gonna go outside and see if I can dig up a side quest. I also have to be penniless. I need some kind of money, so I'll try to raise funds that way. This tower the tower here I discovered but did not investigate. I'm going to investigate it now. Fort Ash. Fortunately, I have a torch, it turns out. There's an old English idea of the political servant, which is, say, someone who's owed a heavy debt for establishment or leader level support. And as I pointed out previously, that cannot happen. This political servant cannot be owed a heavy debt because he is in the establishment or he is a leader. This whole idea is based on fantasy. There cannot be a political servant. In order to provide the political servant, can be owed a light debt at most. That means he is not a servant. He's just not in that category. Modify marksman on stealth, 2 points. Detect life on stealth, 20 feet. That could be helpful. The gauntlets of the Manhunter, I just found. The permanent advantages while they're worn. I think that's the end of this one. We're almost at the end. Guess that's it. I'm ready to leave. I have a little bit of treasure to show for all that. I'll go back to town and settle my business. I'd like to point out that my personal systems have a, my non-physical computers have a system of debt management which very much resembles the old PET system. In a sense, they deliver shocking bolts and information telepathically. What they don't do is provide physical evidence that someone is bad, like the old PET practitioners used to, because they're purely non-physical. They don't produce a physical photograph. So for that purpose, some kind of visible light photography, like this exact show I'm doing now, is necessary for debt management. You need to find fault in the show, because my virtual debt managers do not provide that. Nor are they going to.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Hard to complain about living in Coral. We've got everything you need.
Good to know.
Anytime now.
I'm going to try to spend the night in the Mage's Guild.
Good tidings, citizen. What's new with you? I saw some mud crabs by the water recently. I steered clear of them.
I avoid those.
Well met, guildmate.
Well met, guildmate.
I am Alberic Litter of the Mages Guild. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. Be seeing you.
What do you want? You too.
Who put that there?
I'm Contumelorius Florius. I'm in charge of enchanted item recharge in the Mages Guild here in Coral. Get it? In charge? Take care.
Strange.
What is it, associate?
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Well, excuse me. My name is Angalmo. Can I help you? Can I interest you in some of my wares? Tell me more. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. Make me a better offer. You need to make a better offer. A good... That seems a fair price. You drive a hard You drive a hard bargain. That's more than I'd usually pay. You've made a good bit of gold. That's... Thank you. Come again. Good day.
Be seeing you.
The sun and moon.
Drop the trans. I hope I can help. What can I interest you in? Certainly. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Tell your friends about me. Bye.
200 gold? I don't think so. Not for me.
How goes it?
Okay. You?
Fine.
I heard that someone saw the ghost of
Hello, my little friend. I have something that might interest you. I've committed most of the book to memory, but I took the time to write down a passage you might find useful. It contains instructions for acquiring a very special power. You'll want to read it carefully and then return to Cloud Top. I consider this to be more than a worthy reward for your help. I believe you'll agree, assuming you're careful. Good day.
No!
Absolutely.
Have you ever been interested in joining the Mages Guild?
Heard any news from the other provinces? They...
Irana's note. My dear helper, most of the text you've given me is well beyond your comprehension, I'm afraid. I found one section, however, that has been appended by the keepers of the Imperial Watch, and their notes would be of use to you. Return to the ruins of Cloud Top. There you should find a section of pillar that look remarkably unlike any other stonework present. The carvings on this pillar were made by the aliens, and the pillar has been infused with significant power. The following was scribbled in the margin of the book, presumably by the same man who took the pillar from the original resting place. Notes are smeared in places, so I have included what I could decipher. Do note that the sound rather dangerous. Take whatever precautions you feel are necessary. Only seems to function outdoors where it reacts strongly to magic, terrible power, capable of striking a man dead on the spot. Transported the stone to a secure location in order to study it more fully. Guild withers brought in to focus power of stone, several severely injured. Stone finally tuned to react to shock magic. Welkin stone necessary to harness stone's power. Success means powers of shock, unattainable through other means. From these notes, in the original alien inscriptions, it seems that our Imperial friends were attempting to harness some degree of the alien's magical power and were marginally successful. I suggest you procure a Welkin stone for yourself. Searching alien ruins were likely to be the quickest method of acquiring one. And return to Cloud Top to cast a shock spell at the pillar. Without that, I think you can comprehend on your own. Well, I have a Welkin stone. And I have a shock scroll. That will have to do.
Just didn't
The
seem
skooma
like
trade is making a lot of
But
money
others say
for
the
the
same.
tribes and elsewhere.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
I'll try to wrap that one up.
It is hidden away, yes. No one.
Maybe I wasn't close enough for that to work. I was struck by lightning and have been granted a powerful new spell. That was too strong. I only have one of these. I need some kind of resist shock.
Heard any news from the other
schooner trade is bad business.
Have you spoken with him?
Such useless creatures.
Well met.
I was in Chedenhall. What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Such useless creatures. All I want.
A pleasure to make your... Good day.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Goodbye.
Yes.
Fingers of the Mountain.
Is the book safe? Do you have it?
I gave the book to Aerona.
What? This is unacceptable. At no time did I ever suggest that you should actually follow through and give her the book. It cannot be left in her hands. You will retrieve the book immediately if you have any intention of ever receiving a recommendation from me.
Excuse me. My name... Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
I could take this if I were rich. Have that already. There isn't anything here which helps me resist shock that I can afford that I don't already have. I think I can take this and no.
That's more than I'd usually pay. A good price for a good customer. Pleasure doing business with you.
All right.
A pleasure to serve you. Farewell.
There's just no use to it.
Hello there.
Have you heard the odd noises coming from Yugal Bilet's place?
I know the Iran is staying at the Grey Mare. And I'm told to get the book back from her. I'm going to assume that she's hiding it in the Grey Mare.
I haven't seen that before. I haven't seen that before.
At the fingers of the mountain.
Hello. You haven't seen my sons, have you? They went off into the forest to fight those monsters, and I'm worried about them.
That's so sad.
No doubt.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial...
Seems that I don't have a bounty, so I got away with that without committing a formal crime. Never try my luck with getting that spell. Still not strong enough to withstand it. %40 shock resistance for 30 seconds. There it is. Maybe I can do it a little more. No, I guess not. I'll have to wait till I'm somehow tougher.
Have you heard any
Any
word
reports
from
you
other
could-
provinces?
I understand
data worship is becoming increasingly prevalent.
Well met, guildmate.
Chestnut Handy
There
Stables
I
now
was,
offer to protect your
alone.
horse.
Naked.
What is it, associate?
Good to know.
Yes?
Fingers of the Mountain.
Have you recovered the book yet?
Here's the book.
Finally, I shall see to it that the book is kept safe until the council decides what should be done with it. I shall also overlook your transgression and send a recommendation to the Arcane University.
The Fighters Guild is a good place to go if you need weapons training.
Must we talk about the Fighters Guild now?
Take care.
Hail.
Something I can do for you?
I was in Chaden Hall last week.
I'm listening.
And I'm sure I saw Reynold
What is it,
Germain.
associate?
He acted like he didn't know me, though.
I had no idea.
I guess you can sell some of that.
Hello.
Maybe I'll wrap up my alchemy.
Hi there.
I don't see a problem with those two. It's a bit odd. Look, that's the...
Well met, guildmate.
Good to see you.
What is it,
They
associate?
say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of imperial goods in the land of the Altmer.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
But
Well
Yes?
met, guildmate.
you too.
Yes? Can I interest you in some of my wares? Good day.
Don't look too
Such
difficult.
useless creatures.
Well met,
I don't
guildmate.
know.
Yes.
I just don't.
I heard that the Countess is quite upset lately. Apparently, someone stole something very personal. to
First
her.
the vision. A pleasure to speak. You never know when you might need a good, strong potion. Best to stock up now while you can. I can't make that deal. A fine transaction. Another satisfied customer. Bye.
Goodbye.
It's my pleasure. Blasted thief. You never know when you might need a good, strong potion. Best to stock up now while you can. That seems a fair price. Thank you for your business. Be seeing you.
These trees.
What is
so
it, associate?
perfect. Almost seems like home.
Greetings.
I seem to be out of time.
I'm not so sure about that.
So I'm going to wrap it up here. When I resume next time, I'm going to go on to the next town and try to do something for their Mages Guild. But I think I'm pretty much done with Coral. So, I'm David from Larkin. I'm wrapping up my game of The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered with the Echoes of Oblivion mod list for today. This video will appear around 4 p.m. and tomorrow's video will appear around 6 p.m. That's all for now.